Portsmouth family is demanding answers tonight after the death of a loved one. Pamela Riddick suffered a medical emergency at the Portsmouth City Jail a year ago. Medics took her to the hospital, but it was too late. A recent investigation found deputies didn't check on inmates, including Riddick, as often as they should have. 13 News Now reporter Adriana de Alba joins us with this new development.
Deputies are required to check on inmates twice every hour, but the Portsmouth Sheriff's Office tells us that didn't happen on the day of Riddick's death. Those deputies falsified their logs. 4 of them are now under review and no longer work for the jail.
This video, just released by Pamela Riddick's family, shows at 4:35 a.m., August 23, 2017, another inmate is waving her hand outside of the jail cell, but she's unsuccessful in trying to get the attention of deputies on the day of Riddick's death. And at last check, at 3:17 a.m., a deputy had reported Riddick tossing and turning in her cell. At 5:44, a deputy checked on inmates, finding Riddick in distress. She died of fentanyl toxicity and cocaine intoxication. During a press conference earlier today, the Riddick family attorney Don Scott says the family is calling for justice.
And to this date, which would be much more concerning on whether she did it or not, no one has come forward to say we screwed up. We messed up.
Tonight, the Portsmouth Sheriff's Office tells us its investigation has discovered the jail was understaffed that day, which leads them to conclude that may have been part of why deputies violated procedure. Riddick's death happened during former Sheriff Bill Watson's term. Current Sheriff Michael Moore recently ordered an investigation into her case. Scott says the family feels Stephanie Morales, the Portsmouth Commonwealth attorney, mishandled the case.
The family has instructed me to renew their request that Stephanie Morales and her office, Commonwealth Attorney Office, recuse themselves from this case.
Since Riddick's death, Sheriff Moore has made policy changes. Riddick refused a medical evaluation when she first got into jail. Now, anyone who refuses one is placed on a 15-minute watch, and deputies have to check on them twice as much as other inmates.
The Sheriff's Office is also looking into what changes need to be made when it comes to staffing. Its investigation into Riddick's death will be complete next week. Adriana de Alba, 13 News Now.